start us up, man.
All right,
Right.
we're
Are
good.
we going now? We're
We're
going now.
going. We're
Okay.
live. He's gonna
I
be
want
so
you to hear this.
pissed, bro. He's been texting me too.
Oh shit.
You have to invite him, I think.
Oh, I have to invite him.
Yeah, dude. He's never
What do I
added me.
do?
I don't know his email.
Where is he at?
George, Cal's
Yeah.
calling you right now.
This is
George,
the
Cal's calling you right now.
It's so much more difficult. Can you just send it to him? I don't have my text to computer.
All right, I'm
So
gonna.
it's too
I
difficult
need
for
you
me
to add
to.
my email, George.
Yeah.
George, it's 2020. You edit music. You know how to add an email. There's no way you don't.
Does he?
Go to participant. Go to participants in Zoom. Go to contacts. What's the email I'm adding? I'll do it right now. Okay, then you gotta make one, dog. I have to add your wife's account then, or you have to add through Cal.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like a link thing on here. It's not like I can do. I'm not on my phone. I'm on a computer.
I know. Here, I'm gonna
I'm
send.
not linked to
I'm gonna
Apple. I'm
email
not like
you right now, George. I'm gonna email you the
emailing you
URL.
now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear Cal and George.
Can you
He's
hear the
emailing
beat?
you right now, George. All right?
Halsey, can you hear the beat?
Yeah, I can. He's gonna be so fucking mad, dude. But make sure he makes a Zoom account though.
I will.
All right, let's
So
see. Participants. We're waiting on George. But yeah, anyway, Pizza Hut, dude.
yeah.
You
Sorry,
remember?
I'm getting
Actually,
really into
probably
beat.
not. It was like it was. I think it was like only my town. There was this place called Donato's Pizza where
Donatos.
you order on a house phone in a booth. It was sick. Come on, George.
I emailed him.
Literally, this is insane, bro.
Take it from my email. Text.
How's your week though? How's work?
It's been good. It's been busy. We have like a bunch of hold on. Let me make that chiller. We have a bunch of there we go. Now I got it to text. I think it's just so many steps for me to get it to text.
I know.
You
It's
know?
like, bro, all he has to do is make an account and I can add him one time and I can just click his
Yeah,
name.
this is true. It's not
But yet it's music, dude. He does some complex shit. Take 12 seconds and make a fucking email. All right.
that
He should
link
be
should
coming
work.
in now.
Is there anything else? You will admit him. Make sure you check.
Yeah, yeah. Participants too.
I always forget. He's like he thinks that we're doing this on purpose. I'm definitely not.
I'm gonna
It's just like
start
it is
doing it
that
on fucking
difficult.
purpose because it's 12
Yeah,
seconds to make an email
we're
account.
really not. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He has no, but he has like 3 email accounts, so he could
This is
definitely.
how you know he doesn't watch the podcast because he would hear us talking about like just make a fucking account. Here we go.
He looks through
Contact
it.
requests.
Uh,
Nice. I got a
yo,
there we go. Wait.
chat, chat, chat. Did he get it? There he is texting. Okay, he just added up you. He said,
hmm
add me.
How do I add
I
him?
think the Zoom interface is kind of complicated.
Is
You
it?
can add me.
Oh, invite. Here we go. Georgie boy.
Is he here yet?
I just added him, bro. I got him now. He's on the friends list forever. So
Coming? You didn't add me. Add me.
here we go. He's been admitted. Why isn't he here yet? Oh, he's loading in.
Maybe. Come on, man.
The audio always there
Yeah,
it is.
it's a in
Georgie
and out. You got
boy.
it. Oh, boom, 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 boom,
I got you
boom.
forever now, so. Hello, George.
All right. It's still
Everyone's
doing a
here.
thing with
Hello.
the audio,
Oh, got you.
but I'll make sure I'm talking when in playing. Oh, he didn't even hear us.
Papa
Did
Massa.
you hear it? He did.
What up?
What's up,
Did
dude?
you hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
We were talking all that shit about waiting on George.
You guys start again? You guys already started?
George?
Suck a dick. I'm done, bro. Fuck all this shit, man.
It took you
This
12
is retarded,
seconds.
bro.
Yo, it took
This
you
is
12
how you guys
We
gonna
were just
start
talking
without me
about
every
it.
time. This is
We
retarded.
didn't just
I'm
start.
serious. I'm
It's
not even
on
like suck a
purpose.
dick, bro. Suck
No,
a dick. I'm not
I
gonna
know,
fucking do this every time. This is retarded.
Yo, you don't have to anymore. You added me as a friend. Now I have an email where I
Yeah,
can
it
invite
wasn't
both
that-
of you. And yo, check this out. 6 seconds flat that took you. So shut up. It's been 2 weeks. You could have done it in 6
Fucking
seconds.
suck a dick, bro. I've been waiting here. I've been sitting here like an asshole. Are you kidding me, bro?
And
What the fuck, dude?
You can look back at the footage. We've been trying to do it.
You
Yeah.
look back, bro. Look back at the mirror that you have there and see what a fucking twat you are, just like Halsey, bro. You guys are a bunch of fucking twats, bro.
Dude, we're not
All right,
doing this
I'm
on
inviting
purpose.
George
I don't know if
next
you're
week
serious,
first.
but
That's
we're
it.
yeah, get him.
I'm
get him
inviting him first.
This
George,
is
Now he's
stupid.
in.
Oh,
it's
George
not stupid.
joins in late every time. That's the stupidest
We're-
shit, bro.
Because we're in the chat. We
We're
already
just
had our
sitting
chat,
there, yeah.
our Zoom chat.
That's it
It's
for this
like
week, guys.
Halsey's
See
been
y'all
inviting-
next week. Yeah.
Halsey's been inviting me since like 7:59 tonight.
But why can't we wait and then we start? Is what I'm saying. This is
We
ridiculous.
can now. We'll do that from now on.
Well,
This
yeah,
is
now we can.
retarded.
But it's, past it takes
didn't-
12
look.
seconds to make an email, dog. You got the friends list now. I only have 2 friends on this motherfucker, and it's you two.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
you
never.
didn't
I
add
just.
me.
I
it's
just
not like
go
a
to the
malicious
link.
thing, bro. But
I
like,
don't hang out
okay.
on Zoom and add friends on it and shit. I didn't even know I could do that till
Okay.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, so like we should make ourselves more familiar with the software.
Technology.
Yeah.
You know.
We're not doing it
have-
on purpose,
we have
dude. It's nothing
ways.
malicious.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway, hello
I
everyone.
use Zoom a
Welcome,
lot.
welcome to another episode of Mad Delicious. How's everyone's
The
week?
Talking 3. It's been pretty
Talking
good.
season 3.
Yeah. There's been a lot of activity at the work side.
Yeah, what's going on with your
which
work
has been-
shit, dude?
Man, there's a lot of need, a lot of people who are, losing their jobs and stuff. And so just kind
I
of
just saw Amoeba Music shut down today for
Yeah.
good. They took
Wait,
the letters off, dude.
like,
it's
stock owl.
It's a depressing photo.
No, but weren't they gonna move? Are they not moving
I
anymore?
don't
then?
know. I just saw a picture of it with it down and saying Amoeba's gone.
They said they were gonna move. I don't know if they did.
Yeah.
What's up with
there's
you,
like a
George? I see you
delay.
dropping music every day.
I'm not. I'm pretending. I don't know what I'm doing. Losing my mind. I'm just losing my mind in this place, dude.
Quarantine.
We were supposed to drop a new song tomorrow, but the company that that does our digital distribution, bro, it's been 2 weeks and they haven't replied to we wanted to fix something on a mix that we submitted like over 2 weeks ago. Shit sucks, bro. They're being dickheads. They're not even replying. They haven't even replied, dude. It's been like, and
They
usually they
probably
fix
will-
things quickly.
They
I don't know
might,
shit
and
about-
they could like drop it like tomorrow and just tell us. That's the type of thing that happens with that shit too. It's kind of
Are they operating during this shit too? Like full capacity? I guess because it's all digital, yeah.
I think they sent like a notice about delays, but they're still putting stuff
That's
up.
fucked.
They did like a couple of weeks ago. It was some dumb shit. They
You guys
haven't
gone
even like
outside at
acknowledged
all?
it. I've been outside.
It's getting weirder, dudes.
Yeah, right. Let's get in. I'm already
You guys are off the
stoned and
deep end,
pizza
bro.
up.
George is like the happiest camper I know. He comes in here screaming.
That's why
at me like
I'm
a
serious though. Like
stepdad,
I'm not
dude.
trying to be on some show that I show up in. Like,
Bro, you're not. It's not like that at all. You're putting that narrative to it. It's literally, I'll show up late. Y'all
I'm
do
like-
it from now
I'm like
on. and
Mr.
I'll hit
Rogers.
record.
I'm like
I'll be the
Mr.
last
Rogers.
person in.
I'm like Mr. Rogers. Like, you guys want to watch me like put my cardigan on and shit, and fucking change my shoes at the door.
Yeah, it's like
That's a respectable play, though, dude. If you showed
yeah,
up with
exactly.
an
What are
intro
you
like
talking
that every
about?
week, bro, you'd have
Well,
like
I
fucking
gotta
Kramer.
prepare. I gotta prepare it like for that.
bro.
I
Yeah,
I
want.
have you. I'll.
we
Cal is the
we made
last
you
one
a
added
theme
for the
song.
remainder
I
of
mean,
this season, bro.
jeez. We
Yeah,
made you a theme song, and this is the thanks we get.
it's more of a Pee Wee's Playhouse than it is a Mr. Rogers
Yeah,
neighborhood.
it definitely is. That's what I'm saying.
Talking
And now I
chairs and
come out.
shit.
George is like, "Oh, look, this is just some asshole that Halsey knows." Like, imagine the people that are just
Yo,
jumping in
I say nothing but nice
because
things about
no,
you.
I'm saying like, if you just turn this thing on and you're like, you're a homie, you're like, "Oh, come." Halsey's like, "Come check out this shit with these dudes. They're great dudes." And then I show up and it's like, who's this fucking dickhead? He's just late.
Showing up
And he's
late.
a dickhead. He's
No,
calling
it's-
people twats and he ain't no Mr. Rogers.
We
All
got
right,
it
bro.
on
I
cam.
told
I
you.
think we
Cal's the
recorded
last
it, but
one invited.
it's
from
very
now on.
funny. We're like, damn, oh, George is pissed. He's gonna be pissed, man.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah,
we
of
talk
course.
about how mad you're gonna be, and then
Yeah,
you came in
exactly.
just swinging for the fences. I was like, he
Dude.
probably thinks it's personal. He's probably gonna scream. And
I
it's
do.
like, you
It's
fucking twats.
Exactly. I was like worried about that. I was like, damn. this
We
sucks.
know it's coming, bro. It's not personal though.
Yeah.
Now, hand to God, right? Check it. I will invite you first every week, George. Now that I
Bro,
have
I
your
don't-
fucking email,
But we
dude.
could just start
That's
when
fine,
we're all
'cause I need to
in
figure my
too.
shit
I don't
out.
know.
That's
all right,
fine too, but it's really not
We're
that
beating
heavy.
a dead horse
Well,
now.
Yeah.
We're just
Are we beating it? Are we beating it? Beating it? No, we're not. No longer. Never.
All right,
again.
so what's good, fellas?
All right, I'm done. I got the dildo out of my ass. I'm good now. I'm fine. I'm okay.
I got an oximeter the other day.
What is that?
It's like a finger pulse oximeter, and it reads my pulse and
Oh, you
blood
got it.
oxygen level.
What is it
based
plugged
on,
into your
my
fucking
finger
blood? Your
pulse.
oxygen
Yeah.
level?
That's
You
pretty
can see-
wild.
What the fuck? Yo,
I just did it.
this guy's
Is
plugged into
that's not
Tron
backwards.
already.
That's forwards for
They
you.
got
right?
you, bro. That's how they're tracking you now.
Yeah, you're plugging in, dude.
That's the beginning of the Matrix right
Yeah.
there.
Cal's gonna
Very
be our
high
first
heart
Android
rate
friend.
Right now. I'm
You
like
got-
pretty high heart rate. You got my heart rate going, George. Look at
See, this
Look
is
at what
the
you
health.
did.
This is the health effects of waiting on George. Bad for your
But I
health.
have a lot of oxygen in my blood, so that's good.
Is 99 the oxygen level?
Yeah.
So
That's
you're
the-
stabbing yourself in
95
the
is
finger.
considered normal.
Is there blood in this thing?
No, it's like
Okay, I
completely
was about to
based off of
say.
your pulse. You like kind of feel your pulse kind of get stronger in your finger when you do it. Yeah, a lot of
If
doctors
you
have
were
been
like pricking
recommending
yourself
this.
like you had
I mean,
diabetes
I know we're
every
not
day, I'd
supposed
be.
to talk. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not
I'd be
gonna
upset.
talk anymore about that.
You
We
got
don't
a finger
talk about
calculator.
that
It's pretty
topic
cool.
anymore. Yeah, exactly. It's cool.
We're
I
allowed
put
to
it
talk
on.
about stuff, okay?
That's
I
some
put it
weird
on
shit.
and-
We're allowed to, isn't
Bro,
that what,
we're allowed to
it's
talk
part
about
of the
shit.
part of the resume, isn't it? For this,
Yeah.
I put it
There's
on.
literally-
I
yeah.
pretend I'm like Data.
It's the only
Data from,
from Star Trek.
no, from you're talking about from the Goonies, right? Is it or
Yeah,
what is
from
it?
Star Trek. I said Star Trek, but yeah.
He's
Data's
the
from Star
android
Trek.
dude.
Star Trek.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
like a
I
big.
android from
big
the Next
android.
Generation.
I don't know. I'm a Star Wars guy. I know you are too, Halsey.
I know. I go to sleep
Dating.
looking at a picture of Ewan McGregor. I'm not even joking. That's so
Hell
not a
yeah.
joke at all.
Ian McGregor is Qui-Gon
McGregor.
or Obi-Wan?
He's Obi, yeah.
Young Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. He's like, yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, he's the man, dude. Dude, for 4 years, he knew he was coming back as or as Obi-Wan, and no one even suspected he was like doing it. 4 years he had to live with
Really?
that secret. Yeah. Because
Did
they
he-
talked
did
to
he,
him
like,
about Disney
secretly
Plus,
grow a
right?
braid?
He said he put on the shit in his house. I forget what it was. Probably like James Corden or something, whatever that late night show is. But he said he put on the suit and looked in the mirror and was like, yup. And I'm like, fuck, that's the exact person I want playing Obi-Wan.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
Well,
wait,
he loves the
you said
role,
he
dude.
had the heads up on Disney Plus, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because they said we're gonna pull you back for a project, like they had him signed on for another project,
So
but the whole thing was Disney Plus. It didn't have a name yet. It was more like this is something's gonna happen later. What we do, our service, and then you're gonna come back. So he just always had it.
He came
Always had
back.
that.
When did he come back?
That's what he's saying now. Part of his deal is Obi-Wan. He's really open to playing it again, and they were like, "We'll sign this open-ended contract with no actual thing. We're gonna start our own streaming service and make original shit."
So he's on some new shit for Disney Plus. He's gonna be on.
Yeah, he's gonna be on Obi-Wan's
Yeah,
show.
what's the show? The Obi-Wan show.
Obi-Wan
it's
show,
like
and he's young on
the Obi-Wan
Tatooine.
show.
Yeah,
Damn.
Young
it's gonna be tight.
and
That sounds pretty fucking epic.
I forget you have all these new noises now.
Sorry, I just like to put it in like
Trippy.
sometimes. Yeah, figured that was a good moment.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're a real Star Wars nerd, Halsey.
It's cool,
you
dude.
convinced me
Imagine,
that the
imagine having a sword of light, bro. That
I mean, I
weighs
would
like
love that.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I don't even want force powers. I just want a fucking lightsaber.
I'm into the Force powers personally. I always like the idea of like expanding on those more than like
There's a lot of
they
them.
do in the movies. Yeah, like they do in the video games.
Yeah.
Jedi Outcast shit.
Bro, I re-downloaded that and I couldn't get past the second level. I downloaded like the
You're bored.
Yeah. I tried to
Old
play it
video
again.
games just like boring. You just can't look at them.
Yeah, it's just you're looking at like old gray mashed potatoes.
George has been playing Super Mario.
I was gonna
I
say
saw
I've been
that,
on my
but
OG shit.
That's a like that and Crash Bandicoot, they're classics. You could play those
Crash
forever.
Bandicoot. Wow, dude, that's pretty epic too. Crash Bandicoot. Holy shit.
Dude, Crash Bandicoot Racing. I lost friendships from that game.
There's a game. Damn. Oh, I'm thinking of Banjo and Kazooie. That was for some reason that was a really epic one for me. But like
N64 days.
Yeah, I didn't have the PlayStation till I was older. I didn't have I was N64. Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh shit, yeah. Shout out to Target.
Shout out to the first time. Is that the first time they put a little joystick on a thing like that?
Yeah, that controller was like the first one to have the middle, you know.
I remember like people would talk about it
stick.
like, yo, it's not like this anymore. Like you're not just going this way and this way. Everybody that was like it's like PlayStation was already out, right?
Yeah, PlayStation 1 was out.
People were like,
no, actually N64 was like right before the PlayStation Xbox days.
Shit.
My dad bullied me out of my N64 to play Turok. Remember Turok?
Yeah, Dinosaur
the fucking
Hunter.
I played
Dinosaur
that
Hunter.
shit,
Yeah, bro. My dad played every
through time.
Yeah, that was number 4. It's like Turok through time. He goes to the dude.
That was a great
my
game.
dad played every single one of them. I got bullied on, dude.
That's funny, man. My parents weren't really like. They were like, "What the fuck?" After like Atari, they were already like, "What is this shit? You fucking."
Yeah. Yeah, it was like alien shit to my. Although my mom was really
They
good
had
at Q*berts.
Nice.
Q*bert's like a geometric mind type, right? It's like
yeah,
he jumps
she's
down
into
the
shit like that. Yeah, and he like curses when he gets like the wrong one. Or whatever. He's like, it's just a speech bubble.
Oh
and it's
yeah, that's right.
That was from the game, the trivia.
They had him.
Go ahead, George.
No, he showed up in WreckIt Ralph. Like he did a little cameo in that. I don't know if you know this movie. It's pretty dope. It's a pretty good mashup.
Good?
Dude, it's pretty rad. It's such a sick movie. I was working for some company. Long story short, I had to do like motion design for chairs to like movies. Like
yeah.
there's it's pretty rad, man. It was sick. But I was only there for a couple months. But I was like to train for the training portion, like it was like for a whole month or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, where I had to do motion shit. I had to do like a run on, and they gave me a chunk of a film, and it was WreckIt Ralph. And dude,
oh fuck, that's legit as hell, dude.
The details are so crazy on that. It's just like it's like definitely a group of stoners came together for that one. Like it's really well put together, and just like the little details in every little scene are just like, there's so many Easter eggs. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Yeah. It's definitely like a video. If you're like a video game nerd, or if you
I think it's like the kid version of Ready Player One, right? Kind of same type of shit.
It's kind of like that. Exactly. It's kind of like that.
Those motherfuckers don't play around with those Pixar movies.
No, they
Like,
don't. And I was
yeah.
gonna, that's what I was gonna say. It's not too. It's like more than kiddie, bro. I'm gonna have a blast watching it with my daughter whenever she's ready for a movie like that. Like I'm just gonna be like, that shit's just dope. I think it's a good like every age kind of movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. I'm way you could tell you're a dad when you start telling other people like it's okay to watch cartoons, guys. Trust me. It's like,
I've been watching cartoons without a child
Yeah,
my whole life.
yeah,
I
exactly.
watched a lot of cartoons.
Good.
I got roasted
just
so hard the other day 'cause
paranoid.
I have anime posters in my place, like big offensive anime posters, like 6 foot, cartoon characters. And see, this my friend Justin walked in. He's just like, "Dude, you're 31." I'm like, "Yeah, that should probably be like a picture of a boat or something, you know?"
A picture of a boat.
Yeah,
Picture of a
like
boat.
there's like this like real tasteful black and white
no
boat
better.
pictures.
You're like, I
Yeah.
love catamarans, and
Yeah,
then they're
so-
like, that's not a catamaran.
That's actually a piece of trash, bro. There's a porta potty floating in a
You're like, but
pond.
I love catamarans, and this is
Yeah.
just a taste of that.
But I'm actually thinking about it. Like the music shit, I'll keep up, but I think it might be time to take down.
That's the
Naruto,
Misfits right there, right? You're a
then the
Misfits.
Ramones.
You're a Misfits guy. I never really like
You guys
got
are the
into the
giant.
Misfits. I love punk and heavy rock and
They're
shit,
just
but I
like
never...
the shit that they said. I remember hearing it like as a younger dude. It's like talking about fucking your mom's corpse and like screaming about having sex with skulls, and I'm like, all right, I could kind of get behind this at 13, you know. It's like in Danzig too, man.
You're
I
like,
just
this is what the
always-
world needs here.
Yeah, dude, it's good music though. They
It
got
is.
some
It
fucking
is.
classics.
It's pretty dope. No,
The poster's sick though.
Yeah, the
That's
skull
cool.
is just so mean looking,
Yeah.
dude.
it's perfect. It's perfect.
I want
it's
that.
very,
I
like,
want to get that
pirate.
on my shoulder, but I don't want to like. Do I want to get that on my shoulder? That's the thought.
Yeah.
You know.
The whole
Yeah.
thing with tattoos in general are just like, I'm such a pussy with them. It's like, it scares the shit out of me. When I got one, every time I have two, and every time I got one, I was like, oh, the next day, like, it's there forever.
Yeah. Dude, the cook from when I was still working at North Hills Country Club in Glenside, the cook from my work's name was Kenny. Shout out to Kenny. We actually follow each other on Instagram. I can tag him. He stopped cooking and
Kenny!
opened a tattoo parlor. But when he was still a sous chef, he did my tattoos like in his old apartment. Super
Damn.
cheap, super dope, really good, dope ass dude. And I honestly, I love him. I've never thought I don't like these tattoos, but that's why I'm like cautious now because I'm two good tattoos that you're comfortable with. I'm like, that's a pretty good batting average. I don't want to get a
Yeah.
third and be like, fuck. You know?
Yeah, that's what I think too. I've had days where
So
I'm
you
like,
both
I'm gonna
have
get
two.
another tattoo, and then like the next day I'm like, what the fuck am I thinking, dude?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
way.
Why would I get a naval anchor on my fucking foot? You
Yeah.
know, just some weird
Oh
shit.
man. But do you guys? You don't
I
regret?
always
want to
get another lamb. No
No.
way.
Right?
No way. Yeah.
I love them. But it's just, I don't know. I'm that guy. I'm a weirdo, man. I totally
I
have.
mean, it reminds me of a time in my
Forever.
life where I'm like, I'm proud of these moments in my life.
Exactly.
So like I got this one first, and it was like a year later I got the other one, and I was like, okay, I'm even. I'm evened out, symmetrical.
I got one of the homie of Llamas. Rest in peace, the homie Ernie. He's a good friend of ours. Me and Cal and a bunch of the Llama dudes and the Miami guys.
Mm-hmm.
A good friend that we lost, but yeah, I got him here. And I had there was this time, yeah, dude, the homie. There was a time like right after I got it that I was in a bad headspace, and I thought it was gonna be there to like haunt me forever for some reason. Like I tricked myself,
that thought.
and then like just like put me in this space. But then I realized, since then my whole mindset behind it has changed. I realized it was more of like just my head being in that space at the time was like, this is what it is. When you're in that moment, you're like, I'm just gonna feel shitty forever. I'm just gonna think of this forever. You're like, and you're never gonna get over it. Or
I have a few homies that OD'd, same type of shit, and I was like, do I get it? I thought about a tattoo to like honor them, but I was like, what if it goes the opposite way and I just feel like guilty? That like kind of teeter-totting headspace where it's gonna haunt you thing, like what you said, like that.
But that sounds a lot. That sounds really. I get what you're saying. Like with something like that, with a drug overdose or something, like God forbid, or what, those things. It's like, you know, since it's not the right thing to do, there's like there's like I understand what you're saying. I mean, it must be even more like of a
No.
seesaw in the head, kind of like.
I just think it's like, do I want to forever materialize like a lapse in a backward step? Like I have some friends that relapsed and died, and it's like, you fucker. Like I'm mad that you
That's what
broke
I
the
mean. No, I get
yeah
what you're saying. There's some like negative connotation to it.
yeah.
Um,
But it
man,
is it is what it is.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They still lived one life, and they were there.
Yeah.
You lived with them, and you did things, and it's not. I don't. Who's to tell somebody else that it's not a good idea to commemorate somebody, whether regardless of whatever the fuck they did. Like, ain't
Yeah.
nobody fucking
I'll probably
the
get
god of you.
Yeah. That's fair.
well shit.
We got dark on this
Whoa,
one,
dude.
guys.
Fucking edibles, man. Fuck.
Oh, I didn't eat the edibles, bro. I didn't.
Yo, but for real shit though, reach out to your friends. Like we talk a lot in
real
the group
shit.
chat.
Real shit.
I talk to
Absolutely.
friends from home, and they're like, it's so like I haven't talked to them in a while, and I finally reached out because of this. They're like, it fucking sucks. I'm like, well, I'm here if you ever want to talk,
Yeah,
But
hell yeah.
but it's like, I don't know, it's just strange.
That's a
Suicide
real
rates
thing.
are up and
True.
stuff. You guys are about to kill each other, and then like George's gonna stumble over here with an
I
axe
came
and chop
in and
my
almost
fucking door
chopped.
down.
Yeah, I don't even know Halsey. Halsey's like 2 times my size. I wouldn't even fucking
Bro,
survive in
you'll get
physical
you'll get me
form.
in my sleep, dude.
If
I
this was
sleep a
like
lot.
the physical version of the podcast where we're all together, I would have come in.
Yo, you
That would have
won't
been
be
a
late
whole
then ever
different
too.
intro. I would have been like, "What's up, guys?" and just swallowed my shit.
I'm gonna say it right now. With the first in-person podcast, we start without George, and real
No.
life wait on him.
Very
We
true.
fucking are we rolling already? In person.
Oh, that'd be fucking
Gotta do it now. Has to be done.
man. You know
I'm
what's
getting more
funny?
paranoid now, though. You guys smoke way more weed than me, and like I started smoking it again, and now I'm just like, do I want to go jog? Or I want to like chill inside.
Yeah, that shit's real. That's
Yeah.
what I thought it was the weed for a bit, and for like a good chunk of the beginning of the quarantine, I wasn't smoking too much. But I was, and then I shortly went into eating a lot of edibles. But shortly after. But yeah, I don't know. I was kind of thought
God, stop scoring the man's sentence, bro. Fucking
I
over
love
here in
it.
Castlevania, dude.
Oh, I thought it was like the weed affecting me, but like my few days that were sober, I was like, nah, it's not the weed, dude. This shit is weird. This shit is not just because
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's
high.
definitely weird.
This quarantine shit is real. It's
Jumping rope,
No, it
seriously,
is.
dude. It's saving my mental state.
Yeah, I'm
Jump
I
getting
gotta
rope.
do
it.
something, man.
I'm telling you, jump rope because it's fucking hard.
This
And
is
the better
week
you get,
3 that
the better
I'm telling you guys I haven't done shit.
I gotta do.
I'm telling you,
gotta
jump
start
rope, bro.
anywhere.
I go running, but like jumping rope, it's like way
5
more heavy.
minutes.
Yeah, and
What?
it's like you get fucked up from jumping rope. That shit carves you down quick.
I think I
Yeah.
almost called you twat right now, Cal. I was gonna say Cal, and I said twat. Dude, I gotta shake this out, guys. I gotta shake.
Fuck.
Yo, go sweat. That's what sweating's for. It literally gets the stuff out. Like it's
Hey, twat. Remember? No, I'm kidding. I was gonna say Cal has been like really working out, man. He's been really going in, dude.
you're gonna
He's
push him to
staying.
physical defense, bro. He's gonna just punch a wall down one day and scream.
This is the 3rd week that I'm like, yeah, I should do something. It's so bad.
I think it's getting to the point now. Like that cop killed George Floyd, and like fuck
Fucked.
that guy, and now people are like rioting, like proper rioting. I think
I
we're
feel
gonna
like
see a little bit less social distance.
Yeah, people are getting pretty pissed.
They were
and
protesting on the highways today.
Yeah.
did
saw
you
that.
see what they did to the cop cars, dude?
Yeah, they're throwing like where's this guy get like 2x4s to just throw through cop
They're like
cars?
skateboarders,
Somebody
right?
lost
Some
their
Oh,
shit.
true.
skateboard. Yeah, I
That's
felt
badass.
kind of bad that he lost.
That
his
was pretty
skateboard.
wild, man.
They shouldn't be doing that on the
Yeah.
10 freeway though. Like take it to fucking get off the highway. People are trying to go
No,
home.
man,
and
it
shit.
was an impressive stop of the
Yeah,
traffic.
bro.
I got a lot
When
of
you throw
respect for
cop,
that. That's really a scary thing to do. They did that, but man, yeah, it was fucked. That whole
That
I don't
cop
know why the
is,
cops were like driving in between the crowd at all. It's kind of weird.
yeah,
This is some
I feel like they were
shit,
trying to
man.
get around the traffic or some shit probably. And but anyway,
dude.
I think we're
The cop who killed. Go ahead, George. I'm sorry.
no, it's just where I was just gonna point at the obvious. I'm being stupid, but I was gonna say this is like most tension behind shit like this ever because it's like more
yeah.
than ever. It's like we really, really have had enough
Yeah,
type shit. It's like,
you're
and
bottled
we're
up and you
all
kill
bottled,
a
yeah,
black dude publicly. Like, come on,
Yeah.
dude.
and we're all
he's
like
got
stuck at home
priors.
and shit, and everyone's
No, this
just
is
has the
Yeah.
feelings cooking up, dude. This is and
Yeah, it's
prime
pot's about
riot
to boil
conditions.
over,
Plus it's
baby.
doesn't this
hot.
one's like does for the most part, God bless. Like, I mean, not I can't say for the most part because there's a big chunk of people out there that don't think the way we do, but there's a lot of this is something that most people can put like Republican, Democrat shit aside and be like, this is something that shouldn't be happening.
Yo, well, check this out. Resisting arrest, the punishment for resisting arrest in any situation should never be your life. And these people aren't even resisting arrest at this point. It's fucking murder. Like,
That was crazy. I don't know if you saw that
it's
other angle. Did you see
it's
the other
fucking murder.
angle?
I only saw like a little bit of the store
No.
footage because that shit really like puts me in. I get furious. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
There's
tweet all
some-
the petitions and shit, but
There's some like footage I saw. First of all, that shit is fucked up. The first thing you see is just this one dude that whatever, but had his knee to his fucking neck. Like just
Yeah.
one person already is really fucking fucked up. But there's this other angle that shows like there was like 4 people on the dude.
yeah,
like,
nobody stopped him either. When
they
he
were
was
a
showing-
lot of people on him
Yeah.
for a good while. I don't know where they
Really?
come. Yeah, nobody stopped him. Nobody stopped
Yeah,
anybody.
even when he was saying
What
I
the
can't
heck?
breathe, the other officers on the side didn't do shit. And now
How do they
just-
not think about the shit that's happened? Like,
It's ridiculous. There's
It-
yeah.
I don't fuck. It's murder. It's fucking like there's a logical disconnect there in that moment where it's like, okay, you're trained to control the adrenaline.
but from
Adrenaline
everybody,
doesn't make
from
you kill
everybody,
people. Yeah, 5 people
It's
not.
terrible.
Yeah, like
No-
fuck off. There's no excuse or shit. Like he fucking
It's-
murdered that dude.
But that's what I'm
Honestly,
saying. All the cops have this boom, no logic all of a sudden, or they want to do this. They've premeditatedly.
exactly.
Mind-
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
they have this fucking mindset that they don't like. They're totally like. First off, yeah, there's a ton of super fucking racist cops, but also they just like only like they're not trained to be peace officers. They're trained to be killers. They're trained to like
Yeah.
do this type of shit, and they come into it because of that. And they don't like take really. They don't have that great training tests for them. You know, they're not that high in terms of standards. And the people who like are attracted to that are people who are going to be like, I want to knock some skulls and shit
Yeah.
too. You know, it's like
Because there are
really
good
not
cops and you never
designed.
hear about them. It's just like good
Oh,
media
yeah.
in
It's
general.
just not designed because the whole system of being a cop in this country is just not designed in a way to make somebody not be a fucking asshole. Like that
Yeah.
system is definitely made for that. And I don't want to like absolve these people from the shitty things they do and the racist like killing shit, but it's also the case that what they're enforcing as like the gatekeepers even of this terrible system is pretty deep and deeply rooted here in how our country has like operated for history, you know. And the racist shit comes from slavery. Like you just can't
100%.
like
Yeah.
deny
Yeah.
it, you know.
It's 100%.
And but also like the wanting to like control your citizenry and make them quiet, like attacking certain protests a certain way and other ones not, you know. Like, there's
Right.
a pretty
Dude,
stark difference.
That
between
thing I
this shit-
retweeted, that thing I Instagrammed. My bad. Halsey, say it. I'll pull it up so you can see it after. Don't worry.
I think there needs to be like a renaissance in like public torture. Like these crimes that are like seriously think about it. 'Cause,
Shit.
yo, this is like I believe in this because that's what used to separate this fuck shit way back. Like they'd have that asshole tied the fuck up in shackles publicly to just get tomatoes thrown at him. Like that shame, that guilt, that like I fucked up. Here's the punishment shit that works.
Yeah.
Like this dude's killing people in the street and he's supposed to serve the law, not fucking bend it to some stupid bullshit.
I mean,
like, not
I
take- look,
certainly
what-
think that the
hold-
punishment should be much more. For
Dude,
these
so
people
he
than
can't
what it
even
is.
order
But
food.
What it is
The
is basically
people
nothing.
They surrounded his house right now, and Postmates won't even
They found the
deliver
guy.
to him because the drivers find out who they're delivering to. They're like, "Fuck that guy." So
No
like,
way.
film it, have him starve slowly over the next 2 weeks, and never take that footage off the news. Like, a public display of punishment.
This is the
It's-
cop,
it's
right?
the-
That guy
Yeah,
that did
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Shit.
I don't care. That
That's
sounds
crazy, man.
sadistic or like what.
He's
That's
a
like
fucker,
what-
but he also
No, that's
should be,
why I'm like,
held
I don't know.
accountable
I
to the
don't
law.
I don't know what to
I mean,
think.
he definitely should be punished much more. That just sounds like
Yeah, he should definitely be charged like any motherfucker would. Even
exactly like they
like
would charge the fucking they would charge a black man,
yeah, of course,
with a crime, very overzealously, and over police, over arrested, overcharged, but they won't even touch these. And they've already like today they came up with some excuse for why they couldn't immediately like start like charge these people. The way they bring charges up against like certain defendants is like it's like nothing.
immediate, and it's not even
Yeah,
like
yeah.
done yet.
Well, the whole
and like here
judicial
they
system
they
is
can't even
terrible.
they can't get these cops who are on camera murdering somebody on the street, multiple angles, and they can't arrest those people at least and then put them on trial. Jesus, they are putting those people's lives in danger, because if they don't enforce the law like that, then people are gonna take the law into their own hands and fucking enforce it, the way that you're saying, man.
And the protests, dude. So even when it comes to that, it's like what I was talking about is that they show a picture of the protests that are going down in Minneapolis last night. People are like armed to the teeth, like the fucking law is. And then they show a picture of the guys that went into in the Michigan State Capitol over the Corona shit, like
with the AR-15s,
with guns and shit and masks and shit. That those are like
shoot those people.
Those are the people. Those are protesters. That's like the same, technically the same act, right? Like, are we
but
talking
they're
about
white? You got to flatten
wild?
that curve.
Dude, isn't this wild?
Like
this is the world we live in.
government
This
doing
shit is
shit.
real.
Flatten that curve
so
and
in
start
our
treating
faces.
white people that do that shit the same as you would a guy trying to like just politely work with the law, and then you die. Like flatten
This
that curve.
place is
Shoot at the
upside
white
down.
people. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't
That's not
say
gonna
that.
happen, though.
Is the Civil War gonna be a thing, like a reoccurring thing?
No.
It feels like we're Balkan.
So.
I mean,
we're getting on a
maybe not in
race
our
war
lifetimes.
for sure.
Maybe not in our lifetimes, but can you imagine like in 100 years we keep going down this path? Like we're like balkanization. We're gonna like. I mean, it's just clear that this country, if it could last that long, like survive, like we all split up into like different, like
it looks.
regional
That's
states,
how logically
like,
thinking at the end of all this shit, especially like since we've come into this lockdown, my brain goes there. Like usually I'm like, because I've always thought like since we're in California, but now I even question the Californian government. But
dude, no,
like
I mean,
we would be one of the first places to leave this fucking union, right? Won't you think like California would be?
I don't know.
think
It depends what would
happen.
happen.
No.
Not a civil war though, but you could imagine when resources, if like it gets to, that's what I mean. I'm talking about pretty far in the future type of thing beyond our lifetime.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like this would happen in my lifetime, even maybe.
Like with resource scarcity, with all that stuff, it's going to become apparent that certain places, like certain even parts of the country, are more like adapted to like climate change and things like that than others.
People with farms, they're gonna like outlive everybody.
And if resources do get scarce enough, like one state, will not want to be like, sacrificing its, but anyway, that's like, it just seems like it's going that way. It's everything's very negative right now, I feel, and it's like
it's so crazy,
fucked up,
man.
everything, man. Pretty fucked up. Yeah, the whole shit.
So I just got a pop-up from Zoom. I have to upgrade us to Pro to have longer than 40-minute meetings.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, how come I was so let's talk about that real quick. A Zoom tutorial moment, right? I did a Zoom chat the other day. I was me and
6
Coward.
minutes and 30 seconds till we get till they shut us down.
No way.
How do we do this?
So what?
How do
we'll take an intermission. Whoa,
That's what I was gonna. I was gonna
ask. Take an intermission. I'll upgrade and then we'll just restart back up. No big deal.
Okay.
Because the other day,
the first time George is here at the start,
we went.
Grab another pizza.
God damn it. You guys.
Go ahead. I'm gonna pack a bowl.
The new. I love how the
George,
new episode is me like, what the fuck, motherfuckers? What the you twats? I turned into like, and then I ate a Snickers or some shit. That's kind of what happened, right?
Yeah, a little bit. You hit your bong and you're way nicer. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait. I need to rewind and see this later. But when I said I was good, finally, did I hit the bong? And then I was. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. Quick 5-minute siesta. I'll upgrade. We'll restart.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a slice and like pack a bowl.
All right. Should I just keep
5 minutes
recording or?
Yeah. Wait.
Cut it out later, or just stop it and start it again.
What's gonna happen? I think if you stop it.
Why are we? Is
It'll switch the videos
the
up.
episodes are long as fuck, huh?
Well, I mean, we're already through
Oh
40.
yeah,
We
how
can
long
call
did
it
we go?
now if we want.
No, I was
we
joking. I
gotta
was
do more.
joking.
Okay.
Yeah, no. We got some more gunk to get out right now.
No, we
Yeah,
were just
yeah.
getting revved up. It was good.
All right, relax. Random
Um,
upgrade, motherfucker. I got
All right,
7
yeah.
minutes.
Let me go real. Yeah, but but should we stop it and you download the episode first just to make sure you get it right? Because I don't know.
Well,
how
I
that
already
works.
have it.
You
It's still
recorded
going
it?
right now. Yes, I'm recording
Actually
right now.
recorded it. Can I record it too? I can't. All right.
Yeah,
And
there's a
then what I'll
way.
do is I'll
Oh, I
upload
fucking
it right
can't.
away,
Damn it.
and then I'll send you the YouTube sized one, which is like the 6 gigs.
Yeah, I can rip the. Can I just rip the audio from the YouTube? The last one.
Yeah.
Just process
Speaking
in
of
such a
ripped
funny
it,
way.
did you get your bong yet, Cal?
No, I didn't. No. Otherwise,
Fuck.
I'd be way.
You already have a bong, bro. You just hit it.
All right. So now.
No, Cal's got his own coming in. You see my
I'll
hat,
get another
Halsey?
bong.
Yeah. Are those nugs or trees?
They're nugs.
I was gonna say that's a dope hat.
camo.
I actually noticed that earlier. That's a sick hat.
Oh, I know it. Yeah. That's
Nug
great.
camo. That's dope. All right, 5 minutes, boys. George, I'll call you first. All right, sweetheart.
Type 5. Yeah, you guys go
Bye
first.
bye. Okay. How do I upgrade?